I have conveniently placed one of our very expensive furniture pallets out here in this field. If you remember from yesterday, if you saw the stream, we got a pallet stuck right down here in the barn. We got it stuck right here, and then I don't know how, but it stayed stuck, and we got it scooted in the barn inside this door, and then we got it all the way over here, and I was like, oh man, we got to do something. So I started doing some research, and somebody suggested changing the XML or something like that. So that was one of the fixes that I found in my Google search. If you don't know anything, just do a Google search. That's all you got to do. Okay? It's a very, 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 very easy thing to do. So, and that worked fantastic. So basically it just resets the location of the pallet, and it comes back above ground. That's the number one thing. So basically what you have to do, let's say just hypothetically that this pallet is stuck in the ground, okay? And we can't get it out. We've tried everything. We've tried a forklift. We've tried, pallet forks on the tractor, everything. Nothing works. This thing is stuck in the ground, hypothetically. And there's no way we can get it up or out of the ground. So what you're going to do is save your game. Close the game. You guys ready for the close game? Oh, wait. I haven't even brought them in yet.
Sound resumed.
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, old man.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Y'all ready for me to close this?
Yep, go.
All right. So save your game. Close your game, right? We're going to completely close the game out. And it's going to take a minute for mine to load up here. Back to the main menu. So we're going to completely quit out of the game. This is my wallpaper, by the way. It's got all the brand names on it. Actually, it kind of looks like some boxer shorts or something. I'm not going to lie. That'd be cool to have some boxer shorts with all the brand names on it. But anyway, I'm going to bring my folder over here. Let me get into that. So basically what you want to do, come on folder, get over there. There we go. I'm going to maximize this. Basically what you want to do, you want to go to Documents and My Games. So Documents, this PC Documents, My Games is pretty much where your Farming Simulator 22 folder is going to be. You want to go to your save game. Now mine is in save game 1. So we're going to go in there. We're going to go into Vehicles down here. It says XML document down here. It's usually at the very bottom. So we're going to right click on that. We're going to open with Notepad. Now if you have Notepad++, you can probably search for your palette. But if not, you can just do Notepad. It's fine. And Notepad opened over on that screen. So I got to get that over here too. So let's bring that over here, and I'm going to maximize that because that's all we're going to really pay attention to now. So, I know, it's bright white. Bear with me, guys. This is your vehicle XML folder. It's located inside whichever save game you have the pallet stuck in. So this has all your vehicles listed in here, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to scroll down until we see some pallets. Now, I would recommend just doing it with the click wheel and, looking through all of them. And it'll say specifically what it is. It'll say, pallet. You can look through here. There's one that says wagon sugar beets. There's one that says what does that say, timber wagon or something like that? Yeah, wagon, timber wagon. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the pallet. So I'm going to scroll down here because I kind of know where they are. Where they start at. Let's see here. I have to lean forward for this one. The text is kind of small. I'm going to say it is small. Let's see, where does they start at? This is still equipment. I'm still seeing tractors. We're looking for the pallets. And like I said, if you have Notepad++, you can probably search for this and find it a lot faster. But it will say pallets, so that's what we're looking for. You're going to see probably a lot of lettuce pallets, a lot of strawberry pallets when we get to them. There's the pallet fork. We're looking for pallets. Okay, here we go. This is where the pallets start. So you're looking at vehicle file name, and you see here it says objects, data, objects, pallets, strawberry box pallet. We're not looking for a strawberry one. We're not looking for an egg one. The next one down is egg. We're not looking for eggs. We're looking for a furniture pallet, okay? So here's the first one, okay? So you look at this number, 225. This is your x-axis. And you see how there's a space here between these numbers? So this is your first number right there. See this second number right here? The 86 point something something something. And then there's another space. Ignore the last number. You're going to want to pay attention to the first two sets of numbers. So the first one is your X, okay? Now we need to know that we've got the right pallet. So what we're going to do, we're just going to memorize the numbers in front of the decimal, right? So 225 and 86. Remember those numbers. And remember, this is a furniture stack pallet. So let's go find our other ones. Like I said, we got a ton of strawberries. And I probably should have sold those. I sold all the lettuce, so we avoided the lettuce. Okay, here's another one. So 225 and 86. That tells me that these two pallets are right next to each other. They're very, very close. They're probably sitting up against each other. So these two are not the two that we're looking for. I have placed this other pallet out in the field, so I know it's not going to be 225 and 86. So where is it? Well, here's the third one. We only have 3 pallets. I'm losing my voice. Sorry, guys. We only have 3 pallets of furniture, right? So I know it's got to be this one. The number is not the same. 294 and 125. So this thing is sitting out in the field, right? And we know that the other 2 pallets are in the barn. So we know that this one sits away from those 2 pallets. So what we're going to do, we're going to change these numbers. And what you want to do, the middle number, this is your y-axis. This is the height, the elevation off the ground. So that's the first number we want to change. If you have a pallet stuck in the ground and it's out in the open, you can just change the middle number. Now, if you were like us and you had a pallet stuck in the barn or stuck in a really precarious location, you could change your x-axis or your z-axis. Your x-axis, which is your first number here, is going to change it from east to west. Your z-axis, which is the third number, will change it from north to south. So we're going to change, I think we're going to change just the x-axis, because I'm just going to move it down the field. I'm going to put it in the same, almost same position. What was the number for the other ones? Was it 205, Phil?
I believe so.
So we're going to change that number to 205. And I'm also going to add about 5 meters. I'm assuming they're doing this in meters since, you know, this game is made in Germany. So I'm going to put an additional 5 meters onto this number right here. So instead of 87, we're going to do, tell you what, let's just do 92. How about that? All right. So we changed this number, 205 and 92. Okay? It's still going to be in the same field, but we're moving it down the field and I'm raising it up out of the ground. So you guys are getting a sneak peek of how to change. If you get a pallet stuck in the ground, this is an easy way to fix it. It may seem complicated, but all you got to do is go in here, find that specific pallet, and if you want to, you can walk up to that pallet and look on your mini map. You can get your coordinates from the mini map down in the bottom left corner. So go in here, find the pallet. They're all named furniture pallet, strawberry pallet, whatever kind it is. Go in here, find the pallet, change your first and middle number just a little bit. And oftentimes you won't have to change that first number. You just need to change the second one because that will bring it up out of the ground. So we're going to go to File, Save, and then we're going to close all this. And we're going to relaunch the game. Now that pallet should move down the field to be more in front of the barn. Because I changed the x-axis. And I raised it out of the ground. So it's going to spawn 5 meters in the air. So we're going to go back into multiplayer. Get this launched up. And it's going to load up. This is the best way if you have a pallet stuck in the ground, besides fighting with the thing. I've heard that you can dump grain on it. That might work, and it might not. This is a guaranteed way for it to work. So there's our pallet. Right there. It will pull it up out of the ground. When the game spawns, it spawns like right up here in the air. it falls straight down and it will land on the ground. And this is where it was sitting right here. So I moved it just with those numbers in the vehicle XML file from the save game that you have the pallet stuck in. I moved it from this position here all the way down the field here. Now there's certain scenarios where you might want to, add a little to your numbers or something like that. Like if you're on a mountain or something like that, you might want to consider moving it in a different direction or something. But this works. So that's how you get a pallet out of the ground using the vehicle XML file.